Good afternoon. This is Shannon Mouton Gray with McKinney and Associates, and welcome to this month's Tips in 20 webinar. We here at McKinney and Associates like to do these little monthly events to help you, our audience, our friends, our family, frenemies, and just general people out there in the world, hi world, who want a little bit of information, help, insight, and assistance, and some tips on professional habits and betterments. And I'm going to stop blabbering on now and let Cedric, my producer, get us started. Hey, Cedric.
Hey, everybody.
I also want to let you know that we have Bria in here watching with us today. Hey, Bria.
Hey, guys.
They know I like audience participation, so we're going to go ahead and get started. This month's Tips in 20 webinar is 12 tips to survive the holidays. How not to be a ho-ho-ho. I love saying that. They know it. They're cracking up over here. Y'all can't see them. It is about that time of year again, folks. If it's the holiday season, then it must be time for the office holiday party. Woohoo! It's time to party and get your groove thing on, right? No, not even close. It's not even in the realm of groove time. There are few social functions as fraught with stress, complications, and potential disaster as your organization's annual holiday party. Well, we're here to help you with 12 etiquette tips to get you through the holiday luncheon, party, and soiree season with as much ease as possible. Our first tip, as Hamlet lamented, to go or not to go? This is always the first and toughest question, and the answer is easy peasy. Yes, go, attend the event. Unless it conflicts with a religious obligation, then you have to have your face in the place. This goes back to the Managing Up presentation from a few months ago. Attending the holiday event isn't really about you. It's about the organization. You want to be seen as a team player, as someone who's invested in the organization. It's the smart thing to do. And believe it or not, regardless of how big your organization is, your absence will be noticed. Now, you do want to be on time. Again, unless you have a really good, and I mean seriously good reason, not an excuse. Again, that's something else we've covered before. A reason for being late. Get there on time. And don't get there 20 minutes before it ends either. Your timeliness shows respect for the planner, the host, and the organization's leadership. Now, this is something I usually deal with primarily with women only, but fellas, this is for you as well. If you're unsure of what the dress code is, an easy way to find out is to ask the organizer. When in doubt, dress more conservatively. Fellas, it's easy to arrive with a tie on and take it off than to not have a tie and need one. Not a good look. It's always better to be safe than sorry. Ladies, for most of us, the go-to holiday attire is the little black dress. Right, Bria?
Correct. Any
of these dresses are perfectly appropriate, and all of them can go from day to night by simply adding some sparkly jewelry or wearing a jacket for the office and then taking it off for the party. And in case you're wondering as to what qualifies as an inappropriate little black dress, all of these. Not a single solitary one of these dresses is appropriate for an office holiday event. If you're unsure, do this mental exercise. Could I wear the dress to Thanksgiving dinner at grandma's? If grandma's a ho, 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 go for it. Could I wear any of these dresses to my place of worship? Or could I wear any of these dresses to work without a jacket? If the answer is no to any of these questions, then the dress is a no for the office party. Right, Bria?
Correct.
Now, you know I'm the planning queen, so you want to plan ahead for the office party. You want to have a snack before you arrive to keep your stomach from growling. Plus, you don't know when the food will be served, and you don't want to have any alcohol on an empty stomach. Also, by eating before the event, you won't be starving when it's time to eat, which will keep you from hovering over the buffet or chasing the servers who are passing the hors d'oeuvres, unless they're passing little mini crab cakes, which are to die for. Trust me, neither of those looks, hovering or stalking, are good looks at a holiday party. Now, please take my advice. Eat or talk, talk or eat. Do not do both at the same time. It's disgusting in more ways than you can possibly imagine. Remember the golden rule. Say, don't spray. Now, along with eating before you arrive, you want to demonstrate some self-control, especially when consuming alcohol. A good rule of thumb is to nurse 1 drink per hour. Again, for the cheap seats. Yes, 1 cocktail, alcoholic beverage, adult refreshment, alcohol per hour. Get it? Good. If this is you at the end of the party, then guess what? You had too much to drink. Think of the holiday soiree as an extension of the workday. Keep your behavior professional. Now, I know you may want to bring your spouse or significant other or a guest, but you can't assume that they're invited. Be sure to ask the host or event organizer if indeed you can bring someone. I love Seinfeld. So while you may never spin into a room, that doesn't mean we can't walk in and get noticed.
But Shannon, how do we enter the room?
I'm glad you asked, Cedric. You want to pause for the cause. Don't rush in. Take your time. You want to cross the threshold, move 1 small step to the right, and freeze. Take a minute to survey the room and let your body get acclimated to what's going on. Now, taking a line to the holiday party may not be a good idea, and we all may not be able to slay like Cookie here, but her confidence is undeniable, and that's what we want. And keeping with the lion theme, the easiest way to display confidence is to stand up straight, walk tall, and smile. Zip, zam, zoom, confidence exuded. If you feel and act confident, others will perceive you as such. Now, this may be one of the few opportunities to meet leadership at your organization, the president, the CEO, and other folks from the C-suite. You don't want to be remembered for your handshake. So you want your handshake to be firm, not bone-crushing or limp, and please do not hold on too long. Also, another little tip is to carry your beverage in your left hand. No one wants to shake a cold hand. And if you aren't sure about your handshake, then practice with some folks. And also, I know no one likes name tags. They mess up your outfit. They get in the way of the jewelry. It doesn't go with anything. I know. Again, it ain't about you, and get over it. If name tags are there, then wear one. Everybody doesn't have your steel cage memory and may need a little help with names. And as an FYI, the name tag goes on the right side. No one wants to talk to a Debbie Downer or Sam Sourpuss at the holiday party. Keep in mind, it's a business function. So refrain from talking about personal information and office gossip. And by all means, don't become the office gossip. Remember what I said about alcohol? You want to keep the conversation light, fun, easy, breezy. And you also want to make sure and give people your undivided attention when you're talking to them. Look at them in the eye, nod, really, gotcha, Yes, new information. Glad to hear it. You want to let people know that you're listening to what they're saying. And finally, folks, our last tip. Well, actually, this is an AB, so 12A. Um, it's hard to imagine, but everybody doesn't love having their picture taken. In fact, I actually know some folks who dislike having their picture taken. And this would be 12B. Again, there may be some folks who don't mind having their picture taken. They just don't want you to post it online. Again, be polite, ask first, post second. Can you repeat that, Bria?
Ask first, post second.
See, she's got it, y'all. Y'all can do this. Oh, we have a bonus. I love it. Both of them were doing it, y'all. You know I'm psyched about that. Thank you. Yes, and our final bonus tip, get out of the corner, step away from the buffet, and meet some people. Get to know people, not your phone, not apps, not Snapchat, not Tinder, not Instagram, not Facebook, not Twitter. Get to know actual, real, live, breathing people in the room who are from other departments, programs, and divisions. You may find you actually like them. And if at all possible, try and avoid the shop talk. People want to know and work with people. Okay, folks? Well, that's been the end of it today. So now's the time for the Q&A portion. Please place your tray tables in the upright position and hand your trash to the attendants as they make their final pass through the cabin. And as always, don't forget to type your questions in the Q&A box. And so while Cedric brings me back up on screen, you know we do have some questions that we crowdsource through Twitter. So I'm not kind of just stuck here waiting for you all. Not that I don't love you all. And oh, hi world again. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the questions. Thank you, Cedric, for bringing me back.
Yeah, no problem.
You know I got to put my specs on. I see I got new wireframes now. Question 1. What if I really don't like my coworkers and don't want to party with them? Excuse me. If you do not like your coworkers and you really don't want to party with them, then, well, tough. I was going to say something else. Get over it. Again, it's not about you. This is about the organization. This is about your team, your colleagues, your coworkers. End of the year celebrations are a great way for people to come together, reminisce about the success of the past year, look forward to challenges and opportunities and potential successes in the coming year. It's a way to kind of unwind and get to know, again, your other colleagues and coworkers. Really, put on your big girl panties, pull on your big boy briefs, man up, woman up, go. You actually may find yourself enjoying it. Next question. What if I like being fashionably late? There's nothing wrong with being fashionably late. Here's a little trick. If the event is 2 hours long, say it's a cocktail reception from 6 to 8, you want to be there by 6:30, no later than 6:30. Anything after that really starts to borderline get into the rude realm. And you're just kind of showing up because you have to. If you're there by 6:30, you are fashionably late, as well as you'll be there long enough to spend time, quality time with coworkers and teammates and have yourself a good time. Question, what if I don't have time to eat before the party without being late? This is where that snack drawer that you have comes in handy. Grab a handful of almonds, stop by a vending machine, get some chips, something. You want to put something on your stomach before you cross into that event Typically what happens, especially at cocktail parties, there'll be someone at the door with a tray of drinks for as soon as you hit the room. You do not want to take that first drink on an empty stomach. If you had lunch at 1 and the party's at 6, that is 5 hours of an empty stomach. That is not a good look. Trust me, I know from personal experience. How am I doing on time?
You got 5 minutes.
Okay, 5 minutes. I'm only going to take one more question, folks. How do I confront a coworker who's dressed inappropriately? If the coworker comes to work in what they're going to wear to the party, and what they've worn to work is inappropriate. First and foremost, you don't say anything, especially if you're a guy and it's a woman. Do not say anything. Go to the person's supervisor, manager, director, go to the party organizer or host, talk to them. You do not say anything to the colleague. Let someone else who is above that person speak to them. Okay, I cheated. I'm going to take one more. What if you can't afford a proper outfit for the holiday party? Excellent question. I was so glad when I saw this come across Twitter. And this is always kind of a concern for people, again, especially women. And let me tell you this. If you have a great little black dress and you wore it last year, guess what? You can wear it again this year. And it's easy to change up the look with different shoes, different scarves or jackets, different jewelry. Even if you do your hair different, it makes the whole outfit look different. So that's one tip. Another tip, and a lot of people don't like this, I don't know why. Thrift stores are phenomenal. Goodwill, phenomenal. Great places to get old cocktail, not old, but previously used, previously worn. Is that better? Cocktail dresses, prom dresses, wedding attire, it's all there. I know personally I've worn dresses to cocktail events, wore it one time, then I donated to Goodwill because I knew I wouldn't wear it again. Or either clothes I used to wear back in the day when I actually had a waistline. Those were also donated. Actually, I gave those to a consignment shop, really good place for stuff. So please, you can always find something. It requires creativity, but don't give up. Be appropriate and have a good time. Again, it's about having a good time. So I think we're probably close to the end of my time, Cedric.
Yeah, you got about 3 minutes.
Okay, so I'm going to wrap up now then and give you all a minute and a half of your lives back. No need to say thanks. So it's Shannon Mouton Gray here at McKinney & Associates, and it has indeed been my pleasure to be with you for the last 17 and a half minutes talking about 12 professional etiquette tips so you won't be the ho, ho, ho at the next holiday office soiree. We here at McKinney & Associates can be found on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SlideShare. You can also visit our website, mckpr.com. Next month, we're going to be doing kind of a wrap up of this year's webinars, looking at some of the best tips from the year, as well as answering some of the best questions from the year. So if you have anything about any of the subjects we talked about before that you need clarity on, just hit us up on Twitter and Facebook. We'll get to you, and Cedric's getting ready to shut me down. So thanks again. Have a good time. See you around the interwebs.